Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am live, not at 5, and I'm running a little bit behind schedule today. So I'm looking at the time and it's 17 minutes past 5, and I've got my coaching call at 30 minutes past 5. So this is going to be short and sweet, I think, for the Ignite show today, but that is perfectly fine. So if you are joining me live, if you're here with me live, I don't see anyone on yet, but if you join me live, please let me know who you are, where you are, how you are, and what you are up to today. It is absolutely glorious here today. The sun is shining. It is warm, and that's unusual for us up here in Scotland, but it is lovely and warm. I've been out for a walk a couple of times today, and I've even had my shorts on, so I've had my legs out. They are slowly turning from translucent to mildly tanned. And I've got a little bit of white feet syndrome from being a golfer, but that is all okay. So who is here with me? I see somebody is watching me live. Let me know if you're on. So just pop a comment in and let me know if you are on live. Let me know who you are, where you are, what you're up to, how you are, how things are going for you, what's the weather like. It's Sarah is on. Hello, Sarah, you made it. You made it to the Ignite show. Fantastic, 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 fantastic. How are you, my lovely? I know we've just been chatting on Messenger. So tonight, or today, I am talking about, very quickly, I am talking about what if you fail? Okay, what if you fail? So I've got 3 things I'm going to be talking about today. The first thing is, what if you fail? So what do you do? What do you do to get past this whole hurdle of getting in your own way and holding yourself back because you keep in your mind thinking, I'm going to mess up, I'm going to make a fool of myself, I'm going to get it wrong, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, what if, what if, what if, all these scenarios that keep bumbling through our mind, all they serve to do is holding us where we are, keeping us stuck, keeping us small, and stopping us from moving forward. So I'm going to be talking about that and what you can do about it. So that's the first thing. So what if I fail? What can you do about that? The second thing, I've got my little list in front of me here. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is the new thing I'm thinking about doing. So I'm looking for some thoughts and some feedback on a new thing that I am thinking about doing. It's not fully framed yet and not completely designed and thought through yet, but I'm putting it out there just to see what people's thoughts are. So I'm going to be telling you about my Ignite Bootcamp, which I am thinking about doing a launch of. So bringing in and doing a founding member launch. So having some people come in, work with me to help me figure out and create what that needs to be like. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you about is Electrifying July. So Electrify July, we are going to be doing that starting on Monday in my free group. So I want you to come in and join us for that as well. And Sarah is saying, I know, thank you so much for chatting with me earlier. Reignited me. I love that, Sarah. Reignited me. I can't wait for some tips on how to get over the fear of failure. You are in for a treat, because that is what I'm going to be talking about. All right, so that's what we have in store. So this is going to be a 10-minute live, and then I'm going to be jumping off and doing a call with my lovely clients, which I'm looking forward to. So let me know who else is on live. I see a couple of people are on just now, so let me know who else is on. And I'm just checking to see, did my text alert go out? I think it did. It looks like it went out. Unless that is the test I sent to myself. No, it might be, actually. It might be. Let's have a look and see. No, it looks like it's gone out. It's been delivered to a few people. So that's all good. All right, so what do you do? Ashley is on. Ashley McCann is saying #replay. Ashley, I'm live right now. So you don't need to do replay because I'm here. I'm actually doing this right now live, and you're here too. Fantastic. So it's great to have you here. Thank you for joining. And let me know how you are. Let me know how you are, where you are, what you're up to, what is going on in your world right now. And I'd love to hear about that. So pop me a comment and let me know. So here's the thing. How many of you, well, there's only 2 of you watching me live right now, but you might be watching this on replay, and you might be watching this in my vault, because the recordings of these shows always go up on my vault as well. But if you are here with me, or if you're watching this on replay, I want to know in the comments, How many of you question, what if I get something wrong? What if I mess up? What if I make a mistake? What if, what if, what if? How many of you does that sound like? So it might be that you are going to have an important meeting and you are worried that someone is going to ask you a question, right? This might be familiar to some of you. Somebody's going to ask you a question, you're not going to know the answer. And so you're thinking, right, okay, I can't go to that meeting. Sarah's saying, me as well, you know. Yes, I do know that, Sarah. So if you've got an important meeting coming up, big, an important meeting, or maybe you have a presentation to do and you are worried that you might trip on the way up the stairs for the presentation. What would happen? So here's my thing. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about all the scenarios that are getting in your way right now. I want you to think about all the things that you keep worrying about, all the things that might go wrong. And you keep thinking, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? It's like this never ending. It's like a train, isn't it? It just keeps going, just keeps churning, and you keep churning through all this stuff in your mind. And while you're doing all this churning, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, right? While you're doing all of that, you're actually, you're churning through it all and you're going nowhere. Like, you are going nowhere. You are just standing still. You're not moving forward. You're stuck and getting increasingly more concerned, more worried, more frustrated, and more held back. So I want you to know that when something really matters to us, when something's really important, okay, and when we've not done it before, or we may not have done it for a long time, our saboteurs get triggered. But that's normal, okay? It's normal for that to happen. So you can expect that to happen, and you can be saying to yourself, yep, I was expecting you, here you are, welcome. I knew you would be coming, but it's okay because I've got this. I have got this. And here's what you're going to do. You are going to go through those scenarios and think about, okay, if that happened, what would I do? So if I tripped going up the stairs on the way to onto stage to deliver my presentation, what would I do? If I didn't know the answer to a question in an important meeting, what would I do? So whatever your thing is, so whatever is going through your mind right now, whatever is stifling you and holding you back, instead of saying choo-choo for the train, whatever that is for you, I want you to work through those scenarios, and I want you to be thinking, right, okay, well, what would I do? Because the thing is, as soon as you have a plan, as soon as you know what you would do in that scenario, you can stop worrying about it because you have a plan. You know what you would do, okay? The other thing that I want you to be thinking about is, I want you to be telling yourself that you're expecting it to go well. I'm expecting this to go well. I'm expecting this to be okay. Because the more we positively reinforce what's going on and what's likely to happen, the more that is likely to happen, okay? So rather than just being in this negative cycle the whole time and really drilling into and focusing on all the things that could go wrong, I want you to counterbalance that with all the things that might go right. And the last thing is, if it does go wrong, so even if you mess up, you get it wrong, you make a mistake, you make a fool of yourself, I want you to be thinking about, well, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? And more importantly, what will I learn in the process? What will I be able to appreciate? How will that take me forward? What opportunities might happen as a result of that? Which might sound silly. If I mess up, how am I going to have an opportunity? But it's amazing how, if you look for solutions, if you look for opportunities, if you look for what you can appreciate, how everything just changes. How everything just changes. Linda's on. Hi, Linda. Lovely Linda. How are you? I use a lot of energy worrying. Yeah, we're gonna use that energy. We're gonna use that energy for something else. Okay, we're gonna use it for something else. And Lucy's on with #replay, but Lucy, I'm still live. I'm still here. I have another 4 minutes before I need to dash off to my call. I'm still here. So you're not on replay. You are actually here with me live, and thank you for tuning in and joining. I really appreciate that. So let me know what you think on that. Let me know what's the biggest thing that you're worrying about right now, and let me know in the comments what is the thing that you need to do about it. So if you are worrying about something going wrong, if that did happen, so whatever the thing is that you're worrying about, if it happened, what would you do? Let me know in the comments, because having that plan is going to be what makes a difference for you. Okay, quickly, I have 2 things to update you on. So we are doing, or I am thinking about doing, a new thing, right? A new thing, and it's going to be called the Ignite Bootcamp. So the Ignite Bootcamp is going to be a membership, but it's going to be, at least at the beginning, right, when I bring in my new people, my founding members, I'm looking for founding members. I'm looking for people that want to be in right at the very beginning when I'm launching something new, when I'm starting something new. I want a group of people to come in and work with me on that and help me shape and determine what that bootcamp is going to look like. So the way that I'm thinking about it is, I want to create a stepping stone from, you know, people that are kind of over here that are thinking about working with me, and in between my bigger programs, so my mastermind and my one-to-one programs, I want to kind of, you know, put something before that in terms of the journey, so that people aren't so overwhelmed. So at the moment, when people join my mastermind, my Ignite program, I'm kind of like, whoa, let's go. Okay, I'm here. You're here. Here's everything. Okay, here's everything. And I think it's a little bit overwhelming, right? I can go big sometimes, right? I can go big. So I'm thinking about doing something that's a little bit smaller and that is a little bit more of a, okay, here's your first step. Here's how you get started. Okay, a lot of people join or start working with me from my challenge, right, which is a starting point. So the very next step is going to be the bootcamp, the Ignite Bootcamp, where I'm going to be teaching you the principles and the fundamentals. So this is where you're going to learn the fundamentals, the language, the terminology, the main tips, strategies, and techniques, so that, you know, you can either stay there forever if you wanted to, but if you then want to progress further, when you join the mastermind, it's not so, whoa, this is too much. I don't even know what to do with this. Okay, which I think is maybe a little bit of what's happening for some of my current clients. So I'm going to be launching at some point, date to be determined and detail to be determined. I'm going to be launching the Ignite Bootcamp. It's going to be a low-cost membership, and for my founding members, I'm going to do a special price for my founding members that you will be locked in at. So you will get to stay on that price, because when I do the bigger launch, so I'm going to do a founding member launch to start with when I'm still kind of figuring things out. And then once I've got things figured out, I will then do a bigger launch. But at that point, the price will go up. So for now, I'm looking for some people that are interested in coming in and working with me on this new first step that I'm thinking of creating, or that I am going to create. But I want you to come in at the start and help me with that. So because of that, you're going to get a special price that you will be locked in at for as long as you remain a member, which I think is a pretty good thing. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, then put bootcamp in the comments, and I will come back to you and let you know what it's going to look like. And I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to go. So Sarah is saying, what if I can't answer a question? Well, what would you do? And what's the worst that can happen? So if you can't answer the question, so what? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Sarah. It doesn't matter, because the things that you can answer are what's important. And if you can't answer the question, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can get into that. Linda saying, meeting on Monday, I'm losing sleep. I am in for boot camp. What would you do? Whatever the thing is that you're challenged with right now, Linda, the thing that you're worrying about, I want you to have a plan for what you would do, because then that will stop you losing sleep over it. What's the worst that can happen? Right, what's the very worst thing that can happen, and what would you do if that did happen? Because as soon as you know what you would do, you'll settle down. I'm not saying the nerves will go away completely, but you will start to think, right, okay, well, if that did happen, I know what I would do, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Sarah's saying, my plan, take a deep breath, maybe write the question down so it gives me time to think about it a little bit more. If really stuck, ask if we can move to the next question and come back to the one I've struggled on. Not sure that would be received in an interview scenario, but what's the worst that can happen if you said, I don't know? I don't know, but I could find out and come back to you. Buy yourself some time. You know, what is the worst that can happen? Nobody knows everything. Nobody knows everything. That's the thing. Okay, last thing before I jump onto my client call. So bootcamp in the comments. So if you're watching this on replay, #replay, let me know in the comments if you want more information about the bootcamp, if that's something that you would like to be part of. And the last thing is, in my free group, so there's a link to this in this post. In my free group, in July, starting on Monday, we are doing Electrify July. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be helping you take little steps every day in July to help you lead with more impact. And it's free. So come and join us. The link is in there. Just click on it and you get approved to come in and you'll love it. So that is it. I'm going to have to go. Gosh, I should have left more time for doing this. Anyway, if you're watching this on replay, #replay. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for those of you that joined me live. Sorry, this has all been a bit rushed, but I need to go and do my coaching call for my clients. So if you're one of my clients coming to my call, I will see you in there. And if you're not, come and join us in the free group for Electrify July. And if you like the sound of the bootcamp, let me know. Put bootcamp in the comments. Bootcamp. Put bootcamp in the comments, and we will let you know how that is shaping up. All right, Better Dash. Speak soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.